Senior High School on Air.
Senior High School on Air. The front line of quality and excellent learning.
Excellent learning. You have all the best of the best.
Best of the best of the
Sa
best.
magandang umaga, handa na ba kayong matuto?
Naghanda na po.
Reading and writing.
Pagbasa at pagsusuri ng teksto tungo sa pananaliksik.
Practical Research 1.
English for academic and professional purposes.
Ability and Statistics.
General Biology 2.
Disciplines and ideas in applied social sciences.
Cookery and more.
Senior High School Best of the Best.
Best of the best of the best.
Learn as if you were to live forever. A blessed day, grade 11 learners. You are tuned in to Radio Eskwela sa Isabela in SDO Isabela. We are blessed to start another semester to learn and have fun. I am glad that you are with me today. Welcome to this new episode in your new subject in this new semester. I am your radio teacher, Teacher Emma Luisa, and I will be guiding you today. So buckle up and let's get started with our fun learning and adventure.
Yay!
Learners, do you love writing and reading?
Yay!
Wow, that's awesome! In this subject, you are going to learn more on reading and writing. Do you want to travel to different places while you are at home? If you do, buckle up because reading and writing can take you to places you wish to go. So, let us start your amazing journey in reading and writing. Grade 11, are you now ready for another interesting lesson?
Aye, Captain!
That's great! But before we begin, can you give me a loud hooray if you are ready to begin?
Hooray!
Alright, you are really cool. But before that, let us hear this short reminder.
Tayo na sa Radyo Eskwela. Tayo na!
Now that we are in the new normal, let us practice new things. Observe social and physical distancing at all times. Disinfect our things. Let our temperature be checked. Always wash your hands with soap and water. Use hand sanitizers. Avoid crowded places. And always wear your face mask and face shield. Always remember these things because health is wealth. Let us beat COVID-19. A reminder from the Department of Health, Department of Education, and this station.
Learners, just like events planning or any other activities, in order to write effectively, one follows certain steps or processes. We have mentioned during the discussion and oral communication that the process of writing is not chronological or linear. Rather, it is recursive. That means you have the opportunity to repeat a writing procedure indefinitely or produce multiple drafts first before you can settle on the right one. To be able to write a better output or composition, today we are going to study the different patterns of writing. Do you have any idea about patterns of writing?
Oh yeah!
That's good! Patterns of development help us sort out information and shape paragraphs or essays. They can help organize an outline or, depending on the purpose, they can determine the form that a paper will take. When beginning to write, it is helpful to determine the patterns of development that are most effective for your purpose and audience. Thus, we will discuss the 8 patterns of development in writing. The first one is narration. Do you have any idea, learners?
Oh yeah!
Brilliant! Narration tells a story. It relates an incident or series of events that leads to a conclusion or ending. It tells the readers when, where, and what happened and contains action verbs and transition words that indicate time or sequence. Good narration has the following characteristics. First, reveals something of importance. Second, includes all the important events of the story. Third, brings the story to life with a detailed account of what happened. And fourth, presents events in a clear order. Here is an example. Does the selection tell a story? Precisely. Alright, let us proceed to the second one. Here is an example. The Acer burbato is a small to medium-sized deciduous tree usually ranging from 15 to 25 meter or 50 to 80 feet tall when mature. Its bark is light gray and smooth on younger trees, and it becomes rigid and furrowed with age. Leaves are opposite and shallowly to deeply palmately lobed, with a few blunt teeth but no serrations. The leaf sinuses are rounded, unlike those red maple, which are shapely V-shaped. Also, the sides of terminal leaf lobes are more or less parallel, while those of red maple are widest at the base, tapering to the tip. What do you think is the pattern used? That is really awesome! The second pattern is description. What does this pattern tell us? Yes, this gives information of what a person, an object, a place, or a situation is like. It appeals to the reader's senses. It makes the reader see, hear, taste, smell, or feel the subject. Good description creates a main impression, an overall effect, feeling, or image about the topic. It uses concrete, specific details to support the main impression and uses details that appeal to the 5 senses. Is that clear, class?
Yay!
Very good. Let us proceed to the next one. Definition explains a concept, term, or subject. Its main purpose is to tell what something is. It consists of 3 parts. First, the term, concept or subject to be defined. Second, the general class to which it belongs. And the third, the characteristics that differentiate it from the other members of its class. The methods of definition are: first, by characteristics or features. Second, by function. Third, by what it is not. Fourth, by what it is similar to. Fifth, by example. Sixth, by its origins. And seventh, by its effect. Here is an example. A friend is a clear reflection of yourself and will not hesitate to tell you the truth. A good friend should be honest and loyal to you. A person who loves you for who you are, without any prejudice, is a true friend. Such an apt definition for a friend, right?
Yay!
Great! Here's another paragraph. Listen very well. Dogs are domesticated animals that have been living with humans for generations. Dogs can be classified in a number of different ways. For example, they can be classified by breed. Examples of different breeds include beagles, basset hounds, poodles, and countless others as defined by the American Kennel Club. They can also be classified by their role in the lives of their masters and the work they do. For example, a dog might be a family pet, a working dog, a show dog, or a hunting dog. In many cases, dogs are defined both by their breed and their role. For example, a dog could be a beagle, that is a family pet. What do you think is the fourth pattern of development in writing? Aha! Amazing! The fourth one is classification and exemplification. Do you have any idea about the difference between the two? Precisely! Classification divides things into groups, classes, or categories, and it organizes ideas into groups or categories according to their common or shared characteristics. How about exemplification? Correct! Exemplification provides examples and illustrations in order to further clarify or explain the concept or subject matter and presents the general statement and then provides specific and concrete examples to expound on the main idea. A good classification and exemplification paragraph. First, make sense of a group of people or items by organizing them into categories. Second, uses useful categories. Third, uses a single organizing principle. And fourth, give examples of what fits into each category. It is the explanation crystal clear, learners?
Yay!
Alright, you are really amazing! Have you tried spotting the difference and similarities of your junior high school and senior high school life?
Oh yeah!
Cool! That means you have already used the next pattern of development in writing, which we call comparison and contrast. Any idea? Great! It examines how given subjects are either similar or different. To compare persons, things, places, events, situations, or ideas is to show how they are alike, while to contrast is to show how they are different. They are used to explain two subjects and help you decide between two options. Comparing and contrasting. First, uses subjects that have enough in common to be compared or contrasted. Second, serves a purpose that is either to help readers make a decision or understand subjects. Third, presents several important parallel points of comparison and contrast. And fourth, arranges points in a logical organization. Sounds easy, right?
Yay!
Alright, you're really doing well. Now, let us proceed to the next one. Cause and effect. Let us take a look at this paragraph. Headaches can have several causes. Many people think that the major cause of headache is nervous tension. But there is strong evidence that suggests diet and environment as possible factors. Some people get headaches because they are dependent on caffeine. Other people may be allergic to salt or they may have low blood sugar. Still, Other people are allergic to household chemicals including polishes, waxes, bug killers, and paint. Do you now have any idea about cause and effect? Precisely. A cause is simply why something happens, and an effect is what happens. Together, they can be used as a pattern of development in writing. With the cause and effect pattern, the writer can explain how an event or action leads to another. If you are using this, first, clearly distinguish between cause and effect. And second, give clear and detailed examples of cause and effects. Can you do that, learners? Awesome! We are now done with the 6 patterns. 2 more to go. Any idea about the next one? Wow! You've done advanced reading because the next is problem solution that focuses on either a problem or solution in a particular area or situation which presents an identified problem, its causes, and the recommended solutions. An example for this is discussing problems on land pollution and providing some probable solutions to it. Can you list down the possible solutions to land pollution? Wow, you sound like Earth warriors, and that's really great.
Yay!
Very good. Down to the last one, which we call persuasion. Any idea? That's right. Persuasion tries to convince the reader that a particular point of view is worthy of consideration. It wants you to consider both sides of an issue. And usually, this comes together with argumentation. What is argumentation? Correct! Argumentation takes a position on an issue and offers reasons and supporting evidence to persuade someone else to accept or at least consider the position. Good argumentation paragraphs. First, take a strong and definite position on an issue or advises a particular action. Second, give good reasons and supporting evidence to defend a position or recommended action. Third, consider opposing views. And fourth, have enthusiasm and energy from start to finish. Listen to this example. The school fair is right around the corner, and tickets have just gone on sale. We are selling a limited number of tickets at a discount. So move fast and get yours while they are still available. This is going to be an event you will not want to miss. Also, your ticket purchase will help our school. And when you help the school, it helps the entire community. And don't forget, you will have mountains of fun because there are acres and acres of great rides, fun games, and entertaining attractions. Buy your tickets now! So, do you think the example is persuasive enough for you to buy tickets? Of course it is! And there you have it! The 8 patterns of development in writing. Take note, learners, most papers will use a combination of the different patterns, working together in function of each other in order to write a more comprehensive output. Since you listened well, give yourselves a big hand. Now, let's have a short recap of our discussion. What are the 8 patterns of written text? You are really great! We have discussed narration, description, definition, exemplification and classification, comparison and contrast, cause and effect, problem solution, and persuasion.
Yay!
Before we continue, let us have a short break.
Tayo na sa Radyo Eskwela. Tayo na!
Elena, have you washed your hands already? Oh yes, Karen. Me too. We need to always wash our hands with soap and water to kill germs and bacteria and to keep us away from COVID-19. You're right, Elena. Proper hand washing is a protection against COVID-19. This information is from the Department of Health, Department of Education, and this is station.
There you go, learners! I know you are now ready to do your activity. Before we begin, be sure you are holding your pen and paper. Lend me your ears because I'll be reading the questions twice. The choices are A. Narration, B. Description, C. Definition, D. Exemplification and classification, E. Comparison and contrast, F. Cause and effect, G. Problem solution, and H. Persuasion. Again, I repeat the choices. Letter A. Narration, Letter B. Description, Letter C. Definition, Letter D. Exemplification and classification, Letter E. Comparison and contrast, Letter F. Cause and effect, Letter G. Problem solution, and Letter H. Persuasion. Write the letter of your answer. Let's start! Number 1. Baking and sharing Christmas cookies is my favorite holiday tradition. Again, baking and sharing Christmas cookies is my favorite holiday tradition. Number 2. The table at my grandmother's Thanksgiving dinner is covered with delicious, great-smelling, and colorful holiday dishes. I repeat, the table at my grandmother's Thanksgiving dinner is covered with delicious, great-smelling, and colorful holiday dishes. Number 3. Because they cannot easily prepare their own food, many college students who live in the dorms are on a diet of fast food, junk food, or snacks. I repeat, because they cannot easily prepare their food, many college students who live in the dorms are on a diet of fast food, junk food, or snacks. Number 4. Pizza is a flatbread which may be covered with tomato sauce, cheeses, and a variety of toppings. Again, a pizza is a flatbread which may be covered with tomato sauce, cheeses, and other variety of toppings. Number 5. Real Italian food, the kind that is eaten in Italy, is very different from American Italian food. Again, real Italian food, the kind that is eaten in Italy, is very different from American Italian food. Number 6. Although traditionally, pizza is an Italian dish, Greek pizza, Mexican pizza, and Hawaiian are becoming increasingly popular. Again, although traditionally, pizza is an Italian dish, Greek pizza, Mexican pizza, and Hawaiian are becoming increasingly popular. Number 7. Italian food in Italy is very different from American Italian food because of regional variations and availability of ingredients. Once again, Italian food in Italy is very different from American Italian food because of regional variations and availability of ingredients. Number 8. Baking bread is a process which consists of 3 main steps: kneading, shaping, and baking. Again, baking bread is a process which consists of 3 main steps: kneading, shaping, and baking. We will check your quiz in our next episode. And we're done with today's episode. I hope you learned much today. Your performance shows that you have understood our lesson. For you to learn more, don't miss our next episodes by always tuning in to Radyo Eskwela. Always remember that the road to success will never be easy, but can be worked out if you study well and keep learning. This has been your script writer and your radio teacher. Together with the whole SDO Isabela RBI production team, this is your radio teacher and your script writer, Teacher Emma Luisa Fernando. God bless everyone and keep safe.
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela!